Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp. It is Sunday, April 11th, 2021. I want to place this in March for a second. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'm so happy that you're here. If you're new, please be sure to check out my website at lisahopp.com. That's lisahopp.com for all about my services, all about how I conduct my services because they are available by Zoom and by telephone and also in person if you are in the southern New Jersey area. If you're coming back, thank you so much for your support. All of my clients are amazing and I appreciate all of you so much. Please be sure to like, subscribe, share too. I don't mind. And please be sure to go to my Facebook page under Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp and also like and follow me there. I noticed something the other day. I have over 1,000 likes, but I only have a little over 100 followers. How are you supposed to know what's happening? Because I put everything on there. So please follow as well. Keep track. You can comment if you like. And we can make that page much more active. I also have the intention of posting there much more myself. I usually just do events there and updates to services, but I'd like to interact more. I think it's important as we go and trek along this journey of life. So today, being a spiritual coach, and a spiritual coach for me means teaching you how to have your ideal life. Also, when necessary and when booked, I also conduct hypnosis. I'm also a healer. I also teach and help you feel a stronger connection to heaven or that other dimension, whatever you wish to call it. And it's all about angels. So I have multifaceted aspects to my work. And any teacher that is good at their job will tell you that they also must be an excellent student. So every morning I start my day with reading or listening from some of the best teachers. It's a great reinforcement for me, and it's a source of great reminders for my clients and students as well. And that's what I'd like to do today, is give you just an overview of living your ideal life and what steps you can take to do that. Now, about 6 years ago, I wrote a book that also gives you the steps. And that book, under Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp, is available on Amazon. There's also a follow-up book called Affirmations for Everyday Life. And that book, why I keep hesitating is that because it's early on a Sunday morning, I've completely forgotten the title. But I believe it's called Take These Steps Now to Live Your Ideal Life. And now is all caps. Yes, that is the title. And it's under Lisa M. Hopp. So please, it's only like $7.95 and it gives you the steps. And the follow-up book, Affirmations for Everyday Life, is $8.95. There's also available on Amazon. And through my website too. You can order it through there, but Amazon is a little bit quicker than I would be. There's also a workbook available too for Take These Steps Now to Live Your Ideal Life, where you can write in the workbook, create affirmations or present statements in order to help you achieve, and just notes overall to help you do the work in order to achieve your ideal life. So pick those up. They are available, as I said, on Amazon.com. And if you'd like to contact me for them, same price. They're also available through my website, lisahopp.com. So today we're going to review some of those things. And it's not just, by the way, about finances. A lot of the greatest teachers and coaches tell you how to have what is called a millionaire mindset. But a millionaire mindset does not apply just to finances. It applies to love. It applies to health. It applies to whatever you would love to have to give you the ideal life. So please know that. And I will, along my talk today, during my talk, apply those other aspects too, so that so if you do feel that you're the happiest you can be financially, or perhaps have a bit too many blocks right now financially, and we can work on that another time, or you can make an appointment and I will help you work on those blocks towards having the greatest wealth and love and health, and getting rid of those blocks so you do have the freedom to have that. So, by the way, you can always contact me about my services at SerenityHarbor@Verizon.net, because I do offer programs to help you to be able to live freer and achieve what you most want to achieve. But today I'm going to give you some overall steps, because I try to talk for just a half an hour. So these won't be as in-depth as maybe they could be or would be if they were taken individually. And if you would like me to get in a little bit more to individual topics such as love and health and even finances, please let me know by emailing me, and I would definitely devote a podcast to that. All right, and perhaps even in the future through YouTube or video, because I do have the intention of doing more videos as well. The greatest teachers do that. They give you little tips, to give you little steps. We're here to serve, by the way. We're here to serve. Most of us. All right. Of course, in any profession, there are those that are just in it to make money. But I am not one of them. And the best teachers among us are here to serve. And so use your God-given intuition, your gift of discernment, and understand who are here to teach and to help you move forward, and who are here just to make a buck. Now, we give you free stuff, such as YouTube videos and podcasts. And, other things sometimes, but we do have to charge, because we are here on this earth and we have to survive too. We only do that in order to be able to tell you personal stories about how we've achieved the ideal car, the ideal home, but also because we have to be on this earth. And we are the only species that has to pay to live on this earth. I've been following, during my off time, my time of relaxation, I've been following a particular eagle's nest in the country, out in California, who has 3 eaglets thriving. And I was musing the other day about, yes, it is in its own way a hard life. They have to hunt for food, and they have to hope the elements are good, and, so that it is survival of the fittest. But at the same time, they don't have to pay for their home. They don't have to pay for their food. They don't have to pay for the land they're on. They're living off the grid. And there's something very appealing about that. I know people personally who are starting to live off the grid, and there's something appealing about that. I don't know if I could do it, but I do think about it. And I think that there are a lot more people that are pulled to do that. But for right now, no matter what, we are a species that has to pay for being here. And whether that's rightful or not. So, we do have to charge We do have to pay for our home. We do have to pay for food most of the time, unless we're growing it in our garden. We have to pay taxes for that land we're on. So even if we're growing our own food, we still have to pay for the land it's on. So it is a reality. And because of that reality, even those who wish that they could just give it all to you freely, without charge, have to ask for donations, have to charge fees, just be able to be alive. And I feel that all of you probably understand that. And I thank you for being here and listening to me. So let's get started. Today I'm going to give you some tips of how to live a millionaire mindset. And if you have a goal, a billionaire mindset. Because really, they're about the same. The only difference between a billionaire and a millionaire is that a billionaire probably has larger ideas, larger goals, as far as projects, things they want to own or be, prosper at, bigger ideas, the biggest ideas, so to speak. But most of us would be quite happy just having the millionaire mindset. The millionaire mindset applies not just to finances. It applies to love, relationships. It applies to health. So I'm going to scope over that for you today. So what is the difference between someone who is a millionaire and has a millionaire mindset and someone who is working hard for the money, working a job, perhaps living paycheck to paycheck, perhaps has some savings, but not a whole lot? What's the difference? Well, it's often in our habits. So I'm going to start with the habits first of how those who are wealthier live. We make assumptions sometimes, but here's how they live. They get, generally, most of them, probably about 70% of them, will get at least 7 hours of sleep a night. Sometimes more. However, they wake up quite early. Most wake up around 5 a.m. Some wake up earlier. The actor Mark Wahlberg wakes up at 2:30. He must go to bed probably by 8. I would imagine maybe 7 p.m. He loves to get up and work out in the middle of the night. So all of them understand waking up early, like the bird catches the worm, so to speak. They also wake up early, by the way, so they have time to cultivate themselves, to cultivate their life, to manifest their life. They don't wake up and go straight to work. They actually don't start working until about 3 hours after they wake up. Some not even until 9 a.m. So don't assume they're waking up just because Wall Street is open somewhere. No, they wake up early in order to take care of themselves. They wake up and they meditate. Now, meditation for them can be separate from visualization, but they all understand the importance of manifesting their ideal lives. So they will give themselves time to not only have a time of meditation and prayer, but also to sit down and visualize their ideal day or their ideal life. Now, for those of you who are say, but Lise, I can't visualize, I try, but I can't. Feel it. Feel your ideal day, your ideal life. Hear the conversations that you want to hear that day. Someone praising you, or someone saying what you want them to say is probably okay too, as long as you're not too attached to that. Because people have to be who they're going to be, but it's okay. It's okay to visualize your ideal life, and that can include people, meaning coworkers, neighbors, being friendly, giving you praise, harmonious relationships. You can hear them. You can have your life turning out the way you want. Now, in case you're wondering, what is the difference between meditation and prayer? Prayer generally is putting requests out. It's like putting a rocket out saying, I want this. Please help me with that. It's a request. Meditation is tuning in for the answer. It's tuning into source, to that channel. It's opening up your senses, your sensories, your aura, so to speak. So the best way to meditate is centering yourself. Many people feel that meditation is not successful unless you have the ability to get rid of your thoughts. But oftentimes the thoughts come up to be released. So you may be centering yourself, centering, by the way, staring at a candle, being in the present moment. You may be centering yourself and suddenly you realize you didn't put the laundry in the dryer. Or you have something you have to take care of that day that you've forgotten. That comes to you because of the centering. Because you've tuned in to the answers. You've tuned in to, you've tuned in and away from any blocks, anything that took your memory away or your knowledge away. So you may have a guide or a loved one or even your own subconscious reminding you of what you need to do that day, of what needs to be done. But centering yourself takes away all the blocks to doing that. It also, by the way, lowers your blood pressure, helps you be more relaxed, and makes you overall healthier. So there's many benefits to meditation. Now, prayer is necessary as well, because nobody succeeds in this life alone. So requesting higher help, requesting, if you want to, venting, throwing it out to the universe. It's a way of making what you want known, even though the universe not only hears you, it also feels you too. So, it's important, and we're going to go over those steps of getting everything lined up. But making that request and then going into meditation is very important, and the most successful do it every day. They're tuned into the answers. They know where to go for what they want the most. And so very, very important. Now, after the visualization is done, after the meditation, after the prayer, there's exercise and there's eating healthy. Most of those who are most successful in this life take care of their bodies. Now, fitness doesn't have to be always aerobics. It can be walking every day or walking 4 times a week. Most millionaires walk at least 4 times a week or exercise at least 4 times a week. So they don't do it every day, most of the time. But some do, I'm sure. But most do it at least 4 times a week. Taking care of the physical body takes away any blockages they may have to living their ideal life. They're not going to be down with their rest. Well rested, everything is sharp, tuned in, memory is good. They don't have any physical, let's just say, taking care of their bodies helps their physical body to be working for them as well. So I don't want to mislead you and tell you that they don't get unwell. There can be multiple reasons why someone gets unwell, but they're fine-tuning everything in their lives in order to work at their optimum best. And they understand that having healthy habits is working at their optimum best, helping their body to do so. So they get up early, they get plenty of rest, they eat a healthy breakfast, they meditate, they pray, they visualize, they exercise, and then they start their day. Amazing, isn't it? What time do you get up? Now, if you have children, if you have a long commute, you would have to adjust when you get up to that. Or at least dedicate some point of your day, whether it be lunchtime or before you go to bed, to including some meditation, visualization, prayer. Right? Give it to yourself. Yes, these people who are the most successful do it first thing in the morning, and that is optimum because it basically creates your day. But if you find that that's harder for you to do, just give some time to yourself. It's very, very, very important. So here are some steps that are the keys to success in living your ideal life, aside from having good habits. And good habits, good prosperous habits. Number 1, you got to know what you want in life. You have to be clear. You can't just say, I just want to be able to go to the beach. Well, what beach is it? Do you have a home there or don't you have a home there? And if you do have a home there, what does it look like? How many bedrooms does it have? When you speak about financial freedom, what does that mean? How much are you earning each year to bring you financial freedom? What does your financial outlook look like? Do you know how much you put out in bills each month? What is that amount? It's very important to be clear. In your love life area, what does your partner have as far as qualities? Make the list of the qualities that you'd love to have. Keep it concise. Don't do long paragraphs. Though you can do every once in a while, I guess, a nice little, journal of who they are. But generally it's best to keep that list to one word each. Available, generous, kind. You can put beautiful or handsome if you'd like. But get clear on who that person is, because you ask and you receive. The universe has to know what to send you. So if you have it murky or unclear, it'll stall what you want coming to you, but it also may mean that you get different varieties and you wonder, why do I keep attracting this particular type of person or not attracting what I want? Do you know what you want? It's very important. Now, it goes larger than this, by the way. We have beliefs, we have blocks, we have what I like to call attractor factors, where we tend to attract to us what we're used to, what we're comfortable with. That would be addressed during my life coaching program. And so there's more work that needs to be done, but this is an overall briefer steps or view of what you can do today. So get clear, make the list of what the ideal home has, make the list of what the ideal car has, make the list of what your ideal healthy body is like. All right? Knowing what you want, knowing how you would dress if you could, is very, very important. Clarity goes far. Secondly, believe you can have it. Know you deserve it. Know that you're more than enough. You can't ask for $1 million and then say, I hope, but I don't think it'll ever be mine. I'll never be able to afford it. I'll never be able to have it. You're saying no to what you've just asked for. You have to believe. Also, you have to think like it. You have to feel like it. And you have to talk like you already have what you'd like to have. So let's work on all of that right now. What do the millionaires and billionaires do? Affirmations. What are affirmations? Present day affirming statements that you have what you desire in your life. Most of these statements start with I am. I am is very powerful. I am was what was literally given to Moses on top of the mountain at the burning bush. I am puts you directly into source. It gets the creative sources going. It manifests, it attracts it to you. And if you don't block, you receive it. I am so happy and grateful that I am earning this much every year, or every day, or every week. I am so happy and grateful that I am healthy and prosperous. I am so happy and grateful that I am in an ideal marriage. I'm so happy and grateful that I am loved. I am so happy and grateful that I am successful. I am so happy and grateful is very powerful, but you can even make it more concise. I am successful. I am in an ideal relationship. I am able to travel wherever I want, whenever I want. I am financially free. I am earning this amount in my salary. I am living my ideal life. Talk the talk, feel the feelings, believe. Recite these affirmations repeatedly, because repetition programs them in your subconscious mind, and then your subconscious mind tells your life that they are happening, that they are real. Now, as you're going to catch yourself. You're going to catch yourself talking your, quote, reality. I can't afford that. It'll never work out. It'll always be this way. When you do that, catch it, reverse it, change it. When you go to say, I cannot afford it, you say, I'm in the process of being able to afford it. Or, if you're feeling you can do it, say, I am able to afford whatever I want, whatever I desire. When you say, I don't have enough vacation time to do something, I have plenty of vacation time. Remember, you are stating your ideal life. You are stating its reality. You are creating it. You are creating today on Sunday your tomorrow. Whether it be Monday, or whether it be next month, or whether it be 3 years from now. Create it good. Create it the way you want it to be. You have the power through your thoughts, your emotions, your very being. Now, when you do this over time, and generally it may take you 3 to 4 weeks before you see any large changes, and it may even take you longer than that. But eventually you're going to get inspirations, because when you start to affirm your ideal life, you're raising your vibration up to actually receiving it, and the universe rewards. It responds to you. So you start to get inspirations of how to be a millionaire, ideas, and opportunities. That's when you act on them, taking action. Another way of taking action is to back up your affirmations by going to the open house of the home, test driving the car, walking through the Four Seasons Hotel, having some type of beverage at the bar, being where you want to live your life, among those who are also happy and prosperous. If you have an ideal home, an ideal beach, you go to that beach and you walk it. If you want to go to Bora Bora, just feel yourself being there. State, I am going. I did that for several years before I ended up going. And the universe set about help for me to do that. So you must say yes when the opportunities come. Another way of taking action is networking or contacting those who are currently millionaires. Now, not in a fan-based way, because remember, they're your people. Or hanging out with those in loving relationships. Having a walking partner. Or joining a group that eats healthy like you do. These are all ways of taking action to live your ideal life. You are the 10 people you surround yourself with. Make them people that you either aspire to be or are aligned with where you're going. Now, let's say you have an ideal person. It's perhaps like someone like, well, I don't want to name a person because because the advice I'm about to give, I don't, I want to respect their privacy and such. But let's say you have an ideal person that is your example of success. It is all right to respectfully contact them, whether it be a letter through the mail or an email through their website. Ask them for mentoring advice. Join their mentoring program. There is a certain mentor of mine, one of my teachers, that just started a private group. The private group does cost, but it's a way for me to get into their orbit a little bit more. And you are who you hang out with. You don't have to hang out with them physically in this world. You can be online with them. You can be on Facebook in their group. And as long as you're not there in a fan-based way, you're there in I am a student, you are my mentor way. That is action to have you get to the next place. Whether it be action about relationships, love, or finances. YouTube. Be always discerning about what you expose yourself to on YouTube, because there are things on YouTube that are propaganda, false. But the best teachers are also on YouTube, giving you snippets of good things to move you forward. I love listening to some of my favorites, Bob Proctor, Jack Canfield, Mike Dooley, Andy Dooley, his brother. There are others as well. Depends on what you'd like to work on. But they will give you 10 to 30 minute recordings, videos, teaching you. And it costs you nothing. And they're doing that out of service. And if you want more, they give you links that you can receive more in the way of their programs and their books and other materials. So the resources are out there to connect into the action that you need to move yourself forward. And 100% of those who are the most successful in this world had mentors. They have. They didn't do it by themselves. There's no way they could have. So once you start to see some success come in, and sometimes the salary you're looking for, the amount of income in any way you're looking for, sometimes it does come overnight. But most of the time, it takes time. Jack Canfield who is, by the way, the author of Chicken Soup for the Soul and was in the movie The Secret, he started to work on becoming a millionaire with his affirmations and with his actions. He started out with just asking for $100,000 a year. He was making about $50,000 at the time, and he wanted to double it to $100,000. That first year, he did not make $100,000, became very, very close. And now he is a multimillionaire. So he didn't start out by asking for $1 million. He started out just by doubling what he was earning. And he got the inspirations and the ideas to prosper that. You can do the same thing. He would tell you that he did not start out with anything more special than you. He just had an intention, and he just had a belief that it was possible. He believed in himself. He knew he was worth it. He focused and dedicated. So once you start, let's go financial, to get returns on your investment in yourself, it is then good to save, invest, and grow it. Everyone who is wealthy has multiple streams of income. They make money while they're sleeping. That can be through great investments in real estate or through money markets. You can be conservative or risky. But they all do that. They spend, they give themselves good lives, but they know the importance of having security. When it comes to love, it's important every day to invest in your relationship. You basically have to give what you want to receive back. You can't expect generosity and kindness and communication if you're not giving it as well. Treat your partner as you wish to be treated, right? In health, keep up your healthy habits, belief in healing, belief in a cure. Never let it overwhelm you. You can have moments, by the way, of a good cry or just a day where it does get to you, but then regroup. Those who have healthy habits, who are relentlessly believing in a cure for what they have, if they have a condition, get it. They're always rewarded as long as they keep that up, right? Or their body works at its optimum best to have them feel good no matter what they're going through. So, never give up on what you most want to have. Keep going at it. Work on those beliefs. Living that life as if you have what you already wish to have, right? These are some of the tips that those who are living their ideal best do. And they do them every single day in some way, every single week. They are all human as you are. They will have moments where they have fear, but they have moments. They don't live in it. They move forward no matter what, even if they're scared. They know the power of their emotions and their thoughts. The emotions, by the way, are the most powerful tool you have. They're the most important thing to work with. If you are feeling healthy emotionally, it doesn't matter what your body's doing because your body will respond to it. If you are feeling abundant, your world has to turn more abundant. And if you're feeling it, it's easier for you to think it, and it's easier for you to talk like it. So today, as you're walking around this world, no matter what you're doing, feel good, feel happy, feel hope. Feel contentment if you can. All of those emotions will come on around and give you what you feel. You will get what you put out. So put out the strongest, the best, the most positive, the most abundant. And remember, if you'd like me to dive in a little bit more to the other areas of love and health, I'll be more than happy to do so during another podcast. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And also know I also do Zoom meditations, and you can join from anywhere in this world. So please know that you don't have to be in America or on the East Coast in order to join me. You can do so through YouTube, through Zoom. So please do. And remember to check out my website at lisahop.com. Thank you. Have a wonderful Sunday and many blessings.